Hi, this is Justin Spring again. This is the last section, part 4. If you've gone through the other 3, you should have created 2 or 3 poems using the soul speak method, either by writing them or by speaking them. At any rate, no matter how you create them, whether it's writing or speaking, that the major thing is there are some hints I can give you to make sure that you get maximum benefit from the method. So the very first thing you can do to get maximum benefit from the soul speak method is turn off your mind and stop thinking about how it works or why it works or why the words are like they are. Forget about that at this stage of the game. I'll say something more about that later. The important thing is when you open your poem, you must open it sometimes in my dreams to turn off your critical mind. That's what allows you to do anything, and you should turn it off. And then I, not he or she or we or it, I, because that's what you know is you, or at least your unconscious knows you know. So the unconscious knows you, and you want to give it that opening, I, and then you want to connect I to the first word that your eye lights upon in your sequence of 7 words. Don't try to think it. Don't try to outfox the unconscious. You will lose every time, and you wind up with crap. Basically, you'll wind up with just a story with no magic to it. So if you're, let's say that the word that your eye happens to be attracted to as soon as you start to speak out the sometimes in my dreams I thing is the word tree. Let me give you an example. Sometimes in my dreams I'm a tree. I don't know why they came out. That's one of the possibilities of the hundreds of possibilities that might come out. Others are I'm behind a tree, I'm painting a tree, you know, whatever comes out, you want it to come out. That's the stage setter, that's the opening line, the opening scene. If you don't get that down in the story, and these are story poems, your poem's not going to work, and you have to move into that scene. You can't stay on the outside looking at it. Emotionally, you have to just go into it. That when you say, sometimes in my dreams I'm a tree, you want to become a tree. You want to feel the sap inside you. You want to feel the bark on the surface of you. You want to feel yourself branching out into many branches. You just want to move in there. There are birds on you. There are leaves sprouting from your arms. The sky is all around you. You can feel the roots in the ground. You have to move into it. And if you move into it successfully, not thinking, just becoming the tree, then when you look at the second set of words, it's going to be magic, complete magic. The poem will take off. And the same goes for things that are not as dramatic. You know, sometimes in my dreams I'm climbing up a tree. I want to feel like when it climbs the tree. You know, I haven't climbed trees in I don't want to tell you how many years. But when I was a kid, I did, and it was an experience. You'd get the bark on your shins and your legs, and you'd shimmy up, and you'd be hugging the tree like a bear, you know. You want to do that. You want to get up. You want to feel what it's like to climb a tree, and you want to be up there. And all of a sudden, you're looking down at your buddies, and you're high up in the sky, you know. You're like a bird. Once you start to feel those things, and when you look at that second set of words, the poem is going to ignite. I will guarantee it. Okay, so that's the first thing that you want to do. The second thing is that you want to have some music in the background. Just play it, and the best source of those music, since we want music that goes at about 60 beats a minute, which is very unpopular. 110, 120 beats per minute is what we have in pop music today, maybe 90 at its slowest. We have on the SoulSpeak web page under CDs. You go there and you'll find 3 music CDs. You can download selections from them for free. Download them and play them. They're made for speaking. They've been used in speakings that we've done in terms of creating our own CDs, and they're powerful pieces of music and they're paced right. So you want to do that. If you want to make online to speak and you want to record it, just use your web camera. It's perfectly fine. And again, just set up your QuickTime or your Windows Media Player to just play some of the music that we've sent you, and just get up close to the camera like this or back a little bit depending on how you want to do it, and just start to speak the poem into the camera. You can just place you know, right next to the camera you can place the words so that you keep looking at you want to have no outside distractions except for the words, basically, whether you're writing it or whether you're speaking into a camera. You want to just zero in on the words and then zero in on the first phrase and where it puts you, inside the tree, climbing up the tree, you are the tree, whatever, okay? So you want to put them right next to your webcam, and you just want to start, and then if you have something good, if it if it catches fire, you have a record of it. You can put it on YouTube. And in fact, why don't you send me a copy too? You know, there are ways to do that on YouTube. You know them if you're a YouTuber. What I'm going to put up on the screen now are whole sets of seed words from a book, which you can get. I'm going to give you the web address to go there. You can download the whole book. It's everything I've told you, but it's in writing and it's much more detailed, and teachers can use it and things like that. But it also has whole sets of seed words, and then it has an explanation how to make your own seed words. One word of caution: it's best if you have a good friend, a sister or brother or somebody that you like, give you the seed words. You ask them the 7 questions and have them give you what their first response is, what first comes to their mind. And I say to have somebody else give them to you, because if you ask the questions of yourself, often what happens is the conscious mind gets in there and it starts to make up very fancy words for you or what it wants to hear. A good friend kind of is tapped into you, and so when you ask them, you give me a color, they'll give you a color that somehow is going to help you. You just tell them, I need some words to help make a poem. Don't think about it. I'm going to ask you some questions. Give me the first thing that comes to your mind, and then you'll see that section, okay? And you'll see the section on how to download the entire book for free, and then you'll be off and going. So, hope you have a good time, and I hope to see some of your poems.